Yo, what is going on, guys? I am back bringing you another My NBA 2K15 video. And sorry if you hear some pounding outside because people like my neighbors are freaking. I don't know what they're doing. They're rebuilding their house or something. I don't know. They're just like out there going at it. But anyways, I'm here back with another My NBA 2K15 video. And last video, so last video I reached rank 3,000 on camera, you know. No, not rank 3,000. What am I talking about? No, I reached 3,000 points. I was like rank 1,000 something. And now you can see we have way more than 3,000 points. We have 5,375. And as you can see, look at my credits. I only lost like 300 credits. But that's because I wasted 100 on camera on hot streaks, and then I bought another 100 on hot streaks. So far I wasted 200 on hot streaks. I forgot what I did with the other. I probably I put a bunch of cards up on auction house, so that's probably where it went. And right here, so yeah, I'm going hard. I'm going for that Tony Parker and that Timmy D, and I'm doing pretty good right now. I just got to keep grinding, and yeah. But auction house news right here. My auctions. Take a look at my auction. Well, actually, no, I'll just show you here. Whatever, doesn't matter. So I got Damian Lillard up. He's maxed out. He's up for 4 hours. I got these ultra rares. This epic, man. Yeah. And look, I finally pulled him, guys. I finally did it. I pulled my AD. I've always wanted. I've always wanted him, but now he's no help for me, and I really don't want to buy another dupe of him because he costs the same amount of a Hall of Fame card, and the Hall of Fame cards are way better than the regular stars, so it's just a kind of a waste. So I have him up on auction house. He's a 3-slot too. Go ahead and go pick him up if you're interested. But we do have one notification. I mean, couldn't speak there at all. We got Mari's Cheeks. He wasn't trained up at all. I think he was like level 1 with enhancement on him. So yeah, things are selling right now. All right, so we got 7,266 back again. And I wanted to show you this real quick. No, not that. I wanted to show you this. Okay, so this right here is Twitter. If you guys don't know, this is Twitter. And this is the loyalty rewards for each stage, you know? So right here, for stage 0, you win 1 card, 5 uncommon ability cards, 1 super rare ability card, and 8 hours of pick doubler. Which pick doubler is you get it like twice amount from the draft board. So I think you get to pick 4 cards from the draft board, if I'm saying that correctly. And to reach stage 0, you need to play at least 1,000 quick games by September 8th. And stage 1 right here, one wild card, 5 level up cards, 5 uncommon ability cards, 5 super rare ability cards, 1 specialization upgrade card, and 16-hour pick doubler. Stage 2, which I'm going for, is 2 wild cards, 5 level up cards, 5 rare ability cards, 5 super rare ability cards, 2 specialization upgraded cards, 1 veteran contract, and 24 hours of pick doubler. So I'm really excited for that 1 veteran contract because apparently with that you can only use 2 cards to pro, or am I saying that correct? I don't know. It's confusing. And for stage 3 and 4 and 5, you just want to pause the videos. Pause the video, you can take a look at this. You see, look, for stage 5, it's crazy. 8 wild cards, 10 level up cards, 10 uncommon ability cards, 10 rare ability cards, 10 super rare ability cards, 5 ultra rare ability cards, 5 specialization upgraded cards, 4 veteran contracts, 1 star contract, and 48 hours of pick doubler. That's insane right there. So yeah, that's crazy, man. 3 veteran contracts, that's beast. So you still get a start contract to reach stage 4. So those are the loyalty rewards, like what you get for each stage. As I said, if you want to look at stage 3 and 4, you can go ahead and pause that and look at them yourself. But I'm not going to go over the video because, it's just, nah. Alright, but what else did I want to show you guys? I'll show you guys. If people don't know this, yeah, you need 1,000 quick games played to reach stage 0. Stage 1 is 31 points, stage 2 is 71, 3 is 115, 4 is 290, and 370 is stage 5. But right here, this is the... Actually, I'm not going to go over that Dev Diary, because it tells you so much. Like, here I'll just click on it, whatever. I'll go over it. For some reason, they have a Tumblr. I don't know why, but apparently they do. So this first paragraph is just telling you about, I hope you're enjoying 2K15 and like all that stuff. Today's post is about one of the bigger changes we're making, which involves the card economy. The first change to the card economy is the introduction of basic and foil cards. Names might still change. Like, it's confusing. This is all confusing me too, man. Like, all player cards will have basic and foil versions. Basic cards will be the most common type of card received and will still have rarity common, like common, uncommon, rare, super rare. So all those things, all those rarity cards are coming back in 16. Like in 15, yeah. A basic card will have a stat specialization in one of its stats. Stat specialization basically makes that player better for that one stat when used in the right event. More on this next week. So we're getting more like this upcoming week. The full card of a player will have a special look at and will have 2 force stat specializations. So basically, foil cards will be better in 2 stat events and have more flexibility in play. So that's, you basically want to keep foiled cards. They will be hard to acquire though, so if you get a foil card, you'll probably want to hang on to it. The stat specialty is assigned to randomly, so you may have to look around to find a foil card and specialize in the exact stat you want. Okay. In 16, proing cards will be changing to a system where you will need a contract and several identical players' cards in order to create a pro. To pro a card, you will need a combined contract with 2 to 6 cards of the player card you want to pro, depending on what type of contract you have. 2 to 6 cards, like that's stupid. If you have like a regular contract, you need 2 to 6 players of that same card to pro. That's so dumb. This will make pro cards harder to come by, but they will have much more value when you have one. Yeah, obviously. There are 3 types of contracts: rookie, veteran, and star. Currently subject to changing in playtesting. Rookie contracts require 6 player cards, veteran 4, and star just 2. Okay, so the veteran contract you need 4. That's still so much, man. What is this? Only 1 card needs to be fully leveled up in order to pro it, so that's not, like, you can level up 1 out of the 6. That's still, like, come on, 6? Rookie contracts will drop from the draft board, okay. But veteran and star contracts only come from packs. Hold up right there. They only come from packs, man. That's just, like, packs are really expensive. Unless they're, like, 200 or something, or 100, then, I don't see anybody wanting to be buying these packs. And we'll just have to use the contracts that come from the draft board, because, like, I haven't spent any money on this game. So, I don't, like, what is it, man? That's just dumb. The contract is consumed when you create the pro player, so if you use a star contract, you can't get it back. To make it easier to complete a contract, wildcards are being introduced. Wildcards can be placed in any of the slots of the contract in order to fill the contract needs. Wildcards work over any rarity of player cards, so they can be quite valuable. Use them wisely as they do not drop from the draft board for now. We're still playtesting the game, so we may make some changes to what drops from the board, etc. That's some of the details for upcoming game. Okay, so yeah, that's like all these wild cards, veteran, like, that's just dumb, man. Come on, get that out of here. Like, I don't know. I hope they explain more of this next week, and it makes much more sense, because right now it's just confusing. It really is. But whatever. So 6 players if you have just a rookie, I think it was called rookie contract, you need 6 players. That's just nuts. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. But we're back on Mynba2k15 here. So let me just go over my season real quick. What are we? We're third. We're third in the standings. Baller's up there, one of my subscribers, I'm pretty sure. I think he's up there in the first seed, going hard at it. I think I just beat him, honestly. Did I actually beat him? When I say honestly, I mean it. I mean like actually. I don't know what I meant. So yeah, we did beat him right there. And I'm getting a whole bunch of energies from just playing. And my players are, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit more till they're dead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use it. But for now, we're just gonna be playing some Rouse Clash. We're gonna keep going hard. We need to keep that rank up, man. I'm not trying to. Oh, and I have a new lineup. I forgot to go over that with you guys. Dang. But you can see the lineup. Actually, no, just pretend the lineup's not there. I'll go over it once we get back into the main menu thing. But actually, funny thing is, I pulled another David West, a same one slot David West. Like, I'm pretty sure no one out here trying to buy a one slot David West, man. Like, what is that? Like, why do they keep giving me one slot David West? I think I've had 3 of him too, though. Like, that's just no. Like, stop giving me a David West. Give me like a Klay Thompson or Iggy. Those sell fast. But it's just whatever. It's whatever, I guess. So here's the new lineup. We got point guard. We got Jerry West. It's Kyle Korver. I'm trying, like, you don't know how hard it is. Like, I've been trying to get another Kyle Korver. I've been hoping for another Kyle Korver so I can just pro him and use him in there. But no, like, I cannot get another Kyle Korver, and I have David West in there just because, like, he looks stupid in this card, and I find it funny. And we got Jerry Lucas back in here, man. Without Jerry Lucas in this lineup, this lineup would not work. Like, I would lose all my games. But thankfully for him, I'm winning like basically all my games. And we got Bogut right here, which is just great because he's a finals playoff card, so he's like a little bit more powerful than all the other regular playoff cards, if you didn't know that. But yeah, so like my team is doing pretty good right now. You know, I got a good organized team. And look at this. I don't even have to look at the stat. I'm just gonna throw in Jerry Lucas, and he's just gonna win. Like, it always happens. Like, it's just like, man, Hall of Fame cards are really important in in Rouse Clash. Like, I didn't think they were this important and they would help this much, but you know, he really is a huge help, and it puts me in playoff tier. And I forgot to show you guys this. Dang. Let me go ahead and show you this right now. Like, right before, I was going to start recording a bit earlier, but, you know, I'm like, nah, recording a bit. And, like, as soon as I said that, I pull a star card. And make your guesses right now as I'm going to it. Let me find it. Where you at? Where is it at? Okay. Right here, I pulled K-Love. Like, it's a one slot again. Like, man, I've been pulling one slots all day today, man. What is this? But I pulled K-Love, and thankfully I pulled Kevin Love while I was in my playoff tier, so it doesn't count as my reset. And I pulled Anthony Davis while I was in Star Plus Plus. But I don't think that counts as my reset because I was like, it wasn't too far away from my actual reset. So, you know, I don't think AD was my reset, but whatever. If he was, then you can't do anything about that. We need to combine some cards because I just remember we have to do that. Okay, so one uncommon. So we only have three more slots left. What is this? And I am training up that one star card I got from what's called the OKC because I'm using for training for TP9, man. I gotta train up my Tony Parker as soon as I get him, obviously. Look at that Ibaka. Ibaka looking nasty. But, you know, I got a couple of DMs yesterday, right? Someone DM'd me, he was saying, can you make a Rouse Clash tips video? Like, I'm just going to put this in this video. I'm not going to make a whole separate video because, you know, there's not too many tips of what I use. Well, like, I do have some helpful tips, but I'm pretty sure most of the people know these tips. And this is what I do. So, let me just say some of the tips. So, you got to pay attention to the opponent's cards. Like right here, let me just try to find a perfect example. But if I can't, you gotta pay attention to opponent's cards. Like, make sure, like, in the background, sometimes you see, like, one of their other cards. Like, you see, like, another, like, if they have another Playoff Pro, you see it in the back. So, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes you see the card, and you gotta be paying attention for that. Oh, thankfully he wasn't leveled up. Oh my, I thought I was gonna lose to Paul right there. But you gotta be paying attention to the cards and see, like, which cards they have, so you can know which cards to put in and play. Did we win? Yeah, we won. Okay. Oh, apparently Lamar Odom has 500 playmaking. When did that happen? But you gotta be paying attention to the opponent's cards, and it's just really important because, man, like, you don't want to put in your best card when you know that card they have is way better than your best card, and you want to put in, like, your common or, like, your dummy card, basically. Okay, can I get back to the game so I can explain my other tip? So right here, my other tip is for you. Also, like, this is included in the pay attention. You gotta be paying attention, but you gotta, like, if you look up at the top on the top cards, like, you see his shooting guard is coming in. for playmaking, his shooting guard, unless you're like really comfortable with your players and you have playoff pros, then I suggest like you see like a shooting guard's doing playmaking or like a center is doing playmaking and something like you're like you can easily put in a card that's as good as his and you can freaking like beat him like because center's gonna have really good playmaking. Let's be honest. And we got a rebound right there. All right, beast. So yeah, you gotta be paying attention to those top cards. Like that's like it's just like a good thing to do. Like because I won so much matches by paying attention to that top thing. It's helped me out a whole bunch, and we're losing right here, man. Come on, what is this? But yeah, and also try and recognize names like on the +5s or whatever you're playing, +3s, +2s. Try and recognize people's names to like like oh this person. I remember I played him. I got wrecked. I don't want to play him. Because it's just a waste of time. You can be getting 5 points when you're like you're automatically gonna lose. So it's just wasting time. So try and remember their names because it's important. Like sometimes I do that. Like I see some guys that I know like their lineups are really good. They have like really good like playoff pros and stuff like that. So you gotta remember who to play and who to not play. Also, look at their wins and losses. Like if they have over 80,000 wins, they're gonna have a really good lineup. Like they're gonna have a bunch of playoff pros that are like untrained or something like that. So you gotta look at their wins and losses. But if they have like 20,000, 20, 30, there's not gonna be that bad. Just keep that in mind and have a good 3-2. That's like also really important, man. You gotta have a good 3-2 lineup. Like you can't just have like your whole lineup, like your regular lineup, expecting to do good in Rivals Clash. It's just not gonna work out. You're just gonna get mad and lose every game, most likely, or win some games, but not like all the games. But yeah, you gotta have good 3-2. You gotta like make sure something that works for you. If you're like I don't know, man. Like I really know. Just have a good 3-2 lineup. Distract yourself. Like sometimes, like as I said, all those tips you gotta be paying attention now. But I can do all that things. I can pay attention, and I can like sometimes I look at the top, but that's really important to do. But you gotta be. I distract myself sometimes. I'm watching YouTube most of the time while I'm playing. I'm I don't know, listening to music, watching Netflix, doing something, distracting myself because I honestly cannot just be staring at my phone screen playing this game for hours upon hours. Like I cannot do that. That'll just bore me. So, yeah. And what are we gonna train? What are we gonna train? Should we start training? What was I gonna train? Like there was something. Legendary DeMar DeRozan. There we go. I pulled DeMar DeRozan too this morning. So yeah, that's good. That's beast. I don't know if he sells or not. But I'm keep training Daquan Cook because I need him to be trained. And my last tip for you guys is, if you're going for top 800, right? You do not need to spend any credits at all for top 800. Like unless you're behind like me. Like I was behind, and I was behind, right? So I used some credits. Like I used a little. I've only spent 200 on credits, and I'm in a good rank. Like you do not need to spend like a whole 1,000 on of credits on this Rivals Clash unless you're going for top 100. That's a whole nother story. If you're going for top like 800 or just for like 5,000 or something, you do not need to spend any credits at all. I'm telling you right now, you do not need to. Like just simply grinding it out, well, you will do good. Like for top 800, honestly, if I got a good start and I was playing as much as I am like every day since it started, I would not spend one single credit on this Rivals Clash because it's all just grinding. Like you do not need to spend that much credits. Like 300 is my max limit right now. Like I'm pretty sure I'm not even gonna spend the extra 100 I said I was gonna spend. Like the 300. Like I'm not even gonna try to do that because like I know it's not. Like I don't need 300 credits like spent on hot streaks on this. Like RTTC, like that's a whole nother thing too. Like that's just you get more cards, you're getting more points for your loyalty rewards. So that's good. That's what I'm like, you gotta like check yourself, And if you do want to spend some credits, and you gotta put yourself like to a limit. Like I'm not gonna go over like 300 or 200. you know, because like if you just like, okay, I have 2,000 credits, I'm gonna go ahead and just spend them all in Rouse Clash. Like that's just not worth it. So those are just my tips. You can do whatever you want to do. This is just all my tips for you to get better. And I'm not saying with these tips you're gonna straight make 800, top 800 every Rouse Clash, or top 100 or top 25. No, you're not. You're gonna, obviously you need to grind as well. Like you cannot do good in a Rouse Clash without grinding several hours a day, or like, yeah. Maybe the last Rouse Clash. No, last Rouse Clash was busy. That Orlando one, that one I could have gone. If I had this much credits, I could have gone top 100 easily, because no one was really playing it. But yeah, you gotta like, just, those are my just tips for you. And if you want to use them, good. If you don't, good too. You want to spend all your credits, man, I'm not stopping you. That's all you, man. Go hard, ball out. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, listen to my channel, girl, and thanks for watching, guys. Laters.